Finally doing this. Alright, well, I'm Steven, for all you who don't know me. A little bit about me. I was born and raised in South Florida. Moved to a different city for college. That's where I met my wife. Her name's Ashlyn. I have a daughter. Her name's Sarai. Little bean sprout. Bean. She was born last year, so that's still fresh. But yeah, for, right now, just wanted to start this journey on trying to figure out what it is that's going to be my focus. In every season that I've been in, the question has always been, what's your focus going to be in this season? What skills should you be sharpening? What should you be really homing in on? What should you be doing with your time? A lot of the questions I used to ask myself was like, what's my purpose? What's my calling in this current season? And one thing that I finally defined, like the question that's kind of been sitting in the back of my mind, but I didn't really have like a syntax to lay it out, was how do I live life more abundantly? What does that look like? Abundance really is emotional and mental stability and fortitude. So like healing from emotional trauma in the past, healing from things that I'm experiencing right now, or things that I haven't really dealt with that are coming up as I'm having new experiences. Bettering my physical well-being as well. I've dealt with some physical ailments. I have some shortcomings and whatnot, and right now I'm on this journey trying to figure out exactly like what are all my weaknesses so that I can grow them and get stronger, get better, get faster, whatever it is, whatever my fitness goals are. But also like health and nutrition, and getting a better idea of what does healthy living look like as well. Financial independence from a traditional 8-to-5 job, which I don't necessarily think we're all supposed to be siphoned into anyways, but I'll get to that in a different video. But also financial freedom. So debt-free, not credit card debt enough to manage, not student loan debt enough to manage, not a mortgage, I mean like debt-free, nothing. So that we're able to take whatever financial increase that we have and we can move in any way that we're supposed to based on what we feel led to do. The next thing would be just positive relationships, interacting with people in a positive way, not bringing old trauma. And that kind of goes back to the emotional fortitude, mental fortitude. The final thing would really just be, what is my identity rooted in? Am I rooted in positive structure? Am I rooted in stability, or am I rooted in ever-changing culture and trends and anything that looks good at the moment, or am I focusing on other people that I see around me? But yeah, those are the things I really want to focus on. So on this channel, we have a Christian worldview. So we may touch on scripture from the Bible from time to time, maybe some sermons and whatnot, just based on what we're talking about, what the topic is, just as it pertains to whatever it is the current conversation topics. And that's the whole, yeah, that's where the man from dust comes from. That's where the name comes from, is Genesis 2:7. Hear me out though. If that's not your perspective, don't worry. I'm not here to throw the book of Leviticus at you. Sinner! That's not me. Okay? We're all walking this life together, so I'm a big proponent of we are all able to learn something from anybody. We all have something to share as well. It's really just a matter of what is the allowance for the person to give their side, and what is the allowance for us to receive it. At the end of the day, I'm starting this journey because I wanted to build a community that isn't afraid of transparency. I wanted to have a forum masterclass kind of hybrid where sometimes we're just having an engaging conversation, just back and forth, whether it's through different types of social media, or we're talking about a specific topic, or I may be disclosing some information, like an experience that I had, and trying to pick apart aspects of it that I think would be beneficial for me to grow from, and maybe some people can attest to some of the things that I talk about as well. Maybe that's something that we can do together. Something else that we can do is interact, and maybe if you all want to hear something, if you have a question or you want to talk about something specific as a community, that's also something that we can do together. And I think that's a really great thing about the time that we're living in now, is that we don't all have to be so closed off anymore. I think with where we're going, we should be able to talk about each other's perspectives and experiences and grow together as a community. So why not start? So that's really the reason behind why the Man from Dusk was started in the first place. Was I just felt like now was the time. It's better than any. You can go into anything really. So yeah, let's see what we can do together.